Welcome to Homestead Miami Speedway for the 8th running of the Home Depot Cup Series Season 1. This track is host to the championship race of the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series, but here it is not. It is only the 8th race in the regular season. Let's get set for today's Ford 400, and here's your storylines. The 13 of Casey Mears is on the pole with a very large upset. 44 driven by Brian Scott. He's making his HDCS debut in a third Richard Petty Motorsports entry. Chase Elliott will now be driving the 24 car until Dale Jr. returns. And Kyle Busch, driver to watch, about mid-pack. Brett Moffitt has been will now take over the 55 car for Michael Waltrip Racing. And Jeff Gordon, who moved from the 24 that Chase Elliott is now driving, will be driving the 88 until Jr. returns. David Reagan has moved from the 55 to the 23 BK Racing car. And now let's go trackside for the command.
Drivers, start your engines.
Cars will begin to roll off here. And now let's take a look at today's starting lineups. In row 1, Casey Mears and Eric Almirola. Row 2, Greg Biffle and Paul Menard. Row 3, Dr. Swag and Joey Logano. Row 4 consists of Austin Dillon and Kurt Busch. Row 5 consists of Clint Boyer and Brahmanen. Row 6, Brian Scott and Ryan Blaney. Followed by Martin Truex Jr. and Kevin Harvick. Then Danica Patrick and Matt Kenseth. Chase Elliott and Jamie McMurray take up row 9. Row 10, Hendrick teammates Casey Kane and Jimmy Johnson. Followed by Brad Keselowski and Kyle Busch. Trevor Bayne and Tony Stewart are in row 12, with row 13 being Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and JR28. Kyle Larson and Carl Edwards start side by side in row 14. Row 15 is Denny Hamlin and Brett Moffitt. Row 16, Jeff Gordon, now in the 88 car, and Ryan Newman, followed by AJ Allmendinger and David Reagan. The 18 car, Sam Hornish Jr., row 18, Sam Hornish Jr. and Nat DiBenedetto, row 19, Annette and Bowman. And the green flag is out. We are underway here from Homestead Miami Speedway in the Ford 400. Cars will drive down into turn number 1. Seems like the inside lane. Greg Biffle will take it 3 wide, but Casey Mears will pull out in front, and he will lead the first lap today. Greg Biffle starting in second here, and around the second lap, it's in turn 4. We got Austin Dillon around. Casey Kane goes around off him. Brad Keselowski also involved. So is Trevor Bayne. All 4 of those, their day is done, and we're going to restart here on lap 2. Casey Mears and Greg Biffle, the front row. Mears takes it inside. He gets a good jump there on the inside lane as Mears gets dumped into the wall trying to come up in front of Greg Biffle, and Eric Almirola will take off. Brahmanen trying to make a move on Paul Menard here. And it looks like the 15 is in the wall. And because of slowness, we're going to have a caution to get called here. And Greg Biffle, Casey Mears, Clint Boyer, they're all going to end up on pit road. They're all going to be able to continue, but they're all going to go to the back of the pack and have to make up some ground. Bunch of cars sliding in front of each other. Now let's restart on lap 4. Almirola, Brahmanen, front row here. And Almirola keeping it even here. Logano takes it 3 wide and will take the lead off turn 2 from row 2. But Almirola keeps it good on the outside, and Harvick tries to make it 3 wide by going low here. 3 wide going into 1. Harvick and Logano side by side. Logano going on the outside, and Harvick will lead that lap. Harvick on the inside. Harvick is going to clear Logano here off turn 2. Harvick leads him into it. And Kurt Busch will take over second place here. And Kyle Larson is around in the middle of turn 3 and 4. He's just going to back it up, take it down pit road, and get new tires. Harvick's going to take the outside of his teammate Kurt Busch, as these Hendrick teammates will lead him back down to green on lap 8. Here we go. Harvick gets going Oh, but he spins the tires late. And Kurt Busch comes from the inside to go there 3 wide for second place. Logano and him and Kenseth pass him. Kurt Busch, good margin of lead here as he will take the white flag. A lot of guys trying to make up late spots. We could see a crash at any moment here, but it doesn't seem like Logano is going to be able to catch Kurt Busch, and he will win his second race of the year at Homestead. Later in the pack, we get 3 wide all the way across coming to the line. So Kurt Busch wins his second race of the year at Homestead Miami Speedway, and he's going to burn it down. And here are the final results for today's race, as Kurt Busch finishes first, followed by Joey Logano, finishing second place, then Eric Almirola, Matt Kenseth, Brahmanen runs the top 5 today. Kevin Harvick, after leading on that final restart, has a poor restart and finishes 6th today. Jamie McMurray makes a good surge in that last restart. He'll finish 7th. Same for Jar 28. Good surge in that final restart. He'll finish 8th. Paul Menard finishes 9th. Dr. Swag, after winning last week, will get a top 10 finish and finish 10th today. Ryan Blaney finishes 11th. Kyle Busch finishes 12th in today's race. Race 1 winner Jimmy Johnson finishes 13th. Martin Truex Jr. finishes 14th. He's been picking up ever since they switched to Toyota. Brian Scott finishes 15th in his debut. Ryan Newman will finish 16th. Chase Elliott in his first time in the 24 finishes 17th. Denny Hamlin finishes 18th in the 11 car. Danica Patrick in the 10 car will finish 19th, followed by her teammate and boss, Tony Stewart, who finishes 20th. Points leader going in, Kyle Larson finishes 21st. And David Reagan in his first race for BK Racing finishes 22nd. Greg Biffle finishes 23rd. He is having a very poor year. His teammate Ricky Stenhouse Jr. finishes right behind him. Matt DiBenedetto finishes 25th in the 83 BK Racing car, followed by Jeff Gordon in his first race in the 88, finishes 26th. Casey Mears, your pole sitter, after being involved in a caution, finishes 27th. Carl Edwards, poor finish today, finishes 28th. Just didn't have the car to compete. And Alex Bowman, he'll finish 29th. Michael Annett finishes 30th. Brett Moffitt finishes 31st in his running for Michael Waltrip Racing. Sam Morris Jr. finishes 32nd. Clipboard wasn't able to make up much ground and finishes 33rd. AJ Allmendinger will finish 34th. Followed by the cars who crashed, Casey Kane in 35th. Brad Keselowski will finish 36th. Austin Dillon will finish 37th. And in 38th is the 6th of Trevor Bayne. None of those has won yet, but are all championship contenders. And let's look at your point standings with the Chase grid starting first. We got 7 winners so far this year, which gives up 9 spots based on points. Paul Menard's last one there. AJ Allmendinger, the first car out. But we have a long way left to go in this season of an 18-race chase, 18-race regular season, and we are not even halfway through. So stay tuned and see these drivers here at the bottom. Might have attempted a few more races. Some of these teams might be shutting down. We're still waiting on here. Thank you all for watching. Next race will be from Bristol. If you'd like any sort of video I do on this channel, let me know. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I do read all comments. So, thanks guys. Bye.